Today I have a very nice topic to talk about for all the silver community, coin collectors and the preppers out there, which is the 40% silver Kennedy half dollar, which all the people who makes videos and talk about coins and collecting silver, they don't talk about it much. I only found very few videos out there. I don't really know why, exactly, but I got that feeling that when people talk about the 40% coin, and I also don't see so many people interested to buy it out there. I don't know, that's kind of little bit out of not understanding, or they think it's an unfortunate coin because it started to issue after during the 1964, when they decided to take out the silver from all the US coinage. Maybe the design is not very attractive comparing to the other halves was issued before it. Maybe because we have non-silver coins that's of Kennedy half that's until now being struck. But let me tell you guys what I think about it. I think that this is really, it's really very important coin. It's really meant to be out there, and it really has very practical use in case of disaster nowadays. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull out the Washington quarter and the Mercury dime, silver Mercury dime, 1941 and 1956 Washington quarter, 90% silver and 90% silver. And this is our star coin for today. The 40% Kennedy half. If you compare, the size, weight, and diameter between the Washington quarter and the Kennedy half, I think that the 40% Kennedy half dollar has almost the same amount of silver like the Washington quarter, since it's bigger and heavier. However, that this one goes for almost $5, and this one for about $3 or less if you get the whole roll. And it's more amazing that it's almost the same price like the dime, like the silver dime. This one goes for $2, no less nowadays. After they apply taxes to the silver purchases from dealer, or if you got it from a website, eBay for example, $2 or more, almost the same price of this one. And this has, I will say, the same amount of silver of 2 dimes at least. So I see that this fits right in between. It fills the purpose of practical use. If you go to a farm, if you want to get a loaf of bread or a gallon of milk, it should be appreciated more and I will actually choose to collect it over the 90% Kennedys, since the 40% between Kennedy halves between 1965 to 1969 or 70, which I couldn't find any 70. All I got was between actually mostly between 66 and 69. So I don't know. I don't want to get confused between the Kennedy 1964 and after that, if I can get a 90% half dollar, I will get the Walton Liberty and the Franklin, especially that they go on sale and almost the same price. You can get the roll for the same price, or the single one for the same price, at times from online dealer. So I can, even define them, by design. One more thing, that this has a face value more than the quarter, definitely more than the dime. I mean, obviously, this is still being called a quarter. This is a half. So it's bigger, it's satisfying, I can feel it more. Just wondering why it's not so desirable. So that's my idea about the 40% silver. And that takes me, to the second point of this episode. I was asking myself, why 40%? Why when they decided to lower the amount of silver, why 40%? Why not 50%? Just for example, like some of the Canadian coins, they have 50% silver Canadian coins. Makes sense, to lower it to 50%. But I even looked it up and I couldn't find an answer. But I thought of it, and I think, I realized two things that, and that will take me for the second point, to talk about for today, which is, that the 40% silver almost was like just right to fulfill the two, things that you can define a silver coin from a non-silver coin, which is the magnet test. This is a Narderian magnet that he used to test silver. And before I test it on a silver coin, I'll test it first on a non-silver coin, which is I have here. I got you this to show you that not everything that looks, antique, that can be silver. I got this one just because, it has the Queen Elizabeth, it has Charles and Diana on it. I really like, to also, not everything that's capsuled and shiny will be considered silver. So be careful out there when you get from a non-bullion dealer. And this is copper bullion. Before I talk about this, let me do the test first. Here, and non-silver. See, just with a slight angle down. See how it falls right down, guys. It doesn't stay still at all. But see here, with the silver, almost same angle. See here. See, guys, see how it's it doesn't let go, like it belongs to it. See, like I would say maybe dancing, you know, maybe with it. See, with this one, falls right down. You know, same angle, everything. So I believe that's one of the reasons why 40%. Less than that, it will not make the Nardarian magnet, you know, attached to it. See, same concept, you know, with the 90% silver. This is a 1964 Kennedy. That's why I have it out here. See, same thing. And see here, the second test for silver is the sound. See, this is the non-silver coin. I'll use this. See, it's like muted, you know, short wave. And here is our 69 40%. See, it's sharper, clearer, long wave. See the difference again. Same thing, this is a non-silver bicentennial Kennedy D-mint mark. See, same thing. I'm showing you this one because I don't want anybody to think just because this one is thicker and bigger, it doesn't give a good sound. See, here. This is gonna happen. And even better, the 90% will sound. This is a 1964. So yeah, that's the second method.